Gervonta Davis will be sentenced tomorrow. You were a trainer and a fighter. How much time spent inside will affect him? You know, his timing, skills, ring rust, like.
It depends how much time we're talking. So, with the case of the hit and run, with the accident, I see this case going more hurtful in a civil suit for the person suing, the person family suing. It's not like it was a homicide by vehicle. Well, my question is, what has Tank done in the past to show his character as a regular person? He got 2 domestic cases. Are the domestics kind of degraded to a misdemeanor? Is it a summary? Is it a felony 1? You know what I mean? Depending on what it is. So I think that for Tank doing any sort of time, if he does get time, I say no more than 6 months for something like this, with a heavy output on fines for doing his probably suspended license, which he's Tank. He can get people driving him around. Probably house arrest for another remaining 6 months. So it'll be probably like 12 in total. But if he does go in anywhere between 3 to 6 months, it can hurt him, but it can benefit him also. It can hurt him if he gets hurt, or they keep him in an unconfined environment where everybody got access to him. But if they keep him in maximum sort of state, then he got a lot of time to recollect with himself, come to terms with himself. He can shadow box on his own. He can think about a lot of his decisions. He can focus. He can learn how to meditate. There's a lot of things he can do that can benefit him when he's out. All he got to do is get the timing back. Timing back, ring rust, whatever. But once you learn how to fight, it's all about getting the reflexes back, your speed back, your everything else. But this is where he can play a major role in his push-ups, you know, basically being humbled by how grateful you should be in an environment where you're making $10 million a fight, where you have the freedom to go into your house, come out the house, and try to steer him away, because he will be the face of boxing in the next pay-per-view start. So I think this may humble him to the point where it's like, all right, I'm just going to avoid trouble at all costs. You know what I'm saying? So I don't think it'll cause that much of an effect, but it can. Just depends.
What exercises would you suggest and not suggest?
All body weight stuff. Don't even touch. Don't even do weights in the yard. You know what I mean? Do all body weight shit. Do like burpees with the push-ups. Do sit-ups. Turn around, go and do everything. Everything should be high intervals. And then shadow boxing in between. So to stay sharp in shadow boxing, I would shadow box, and then in between rounds do the burpees. Shadow box, do push-ups every other minute. Then go back into shadow boxing, so on and so forth, until your body's get used to it.
Could we expect more in shape, more focused Tank when he gets out? Like
I think so.
Could he already be kind of on weight?
Yeah. I think this could be a very dangerous thing for his opponents, his future opponents. Because if he becomes more universal than what he is now, overall, with his conditioning, with his strength, with his ability, with his focus, I think we're dealing with a very, very serious Tank. And he's going to be an incredibly hard dude to beat.